All right, the Lakers are just a little behind the Magic here. 19 games versus a 20, but this benefits us a little bit more. Lakers are 12 and 7, so 5 games above 500, and they are sitting nicely in the 4 spot in the West. So be able to host the series in the first round. Hopefully, we can push a little bit higher, maybe push the Thunder and Spurs and see if we could get another spot, or at least be able to host. I mean, we're still only 2.5 behind Dallas, but ideally we'd like to at least be the number 2 seed to be able to host 2 series. Maybe it might not be a good thing to do that. You see, the Lakers are 5-5 at home, but 7-2 on the road, a monstrous difference. Also, something that's a big difference. Look at those last 10, 9-1. Math, we were 3-6 before that. This set of last 10. So we're actually feeling really good about ourselves right now, and we should be blowout win. So we got blown out by the Bulls. Ouch. But we've had some gut check wins. Kobe with a buzzer beater against the Bucks. Comeback late against the Pistons. Holding off Minnesota. Blowouts against the Warriors and Jazz. Close one against the Pacers. Really had to fight all the way through for that one. And then the big one for me, coming back in the fourth quarter and being able to put just exercise some demons against this team. They really beat us down the first time. In this game, we just gutted it out in the fourth quarter and able to find a way to a win. So now that we're into December, why don't we take a look at what's to come? Some interesting games coming up. The Kings. Looking forward to that. The Wizards. Clippers. Clippers obviously are going to be an annoying test, but we'll see how that goes. The Bulls. So a rematch, an NBA TV game. Hopefully we fare a little bit better. We've got the Nets. This is going to be a daunting road trip, a 7-game road trip. So you got the Nets back to back with the Wizards and Pacers, Sixers, Raptors. So 7 in a row. Then, I'm sorry, 7 in a row, because then you have the Bucks at home. And then we get a break before the big one. Definitely the biggest games come at the end of the month, or near the end, because we've got the Heat. It'll be home. LeBron, peak powers, Wade, bosh, that's going to be a tough one. And then the Spurs. So a mainstay in the West. We will have to deal with them as well. Okay. Then you've got the Hornets, Mr. Chris Paul, the Sixers, and that's how we round out the month. So let's take a look at the Lakers in terms of statistics and see what is going on and what has helped us get to the record that we have. Just like with the Magic video, we are not going to focus on the league. We're just focusing on our team. So let's look and see what's going on. So first thing you notice, who leads the league or the team, in points? Oh, Kobe. Shocker, right? Kobe, 24.1 points a game. Powell, 16 and 13. I like that. I will be very happy with that. I kind of like that number. Push maybe up to 18 and 14, but still not going to complain. And then Lamar Odom, 13.5 points a game, 8 rebounds. Not bad. Off the bench, Brown with almost 10 points. We all know how that comes, so whatever. Look, I just let the computer call the plays. I don't manually call that play, just so you know. That's kind of the ground rules for this. I'll call for a pick or screen, stuff like that, but in terms of running plays, I kind of let the computer do it. Artest, 6.6, though. We're starting to see a little bit of an uptick. Same for Fisher. As crazy as this sounds, he's averaging only 3.6, but his shooting has been getting better of late, so that is something to be happy about. Rebounds. Gasol obviously leading the way. Ratliff. He doesn't play nearly as many minutes as Odom. You can see difference of 8 minutes, but very efficient when he's in there. 8 rebounds. I'll take that all day. I think he's been really, really good. And the same with the blocks. Doesn't play nearly as much as Powell, but even with that said, 1.2 just like Powell, having the same impact. I like it. Defensively, Kobe almost a steal a game. Gasol almost a steal too. And then a assist, Kobe leads the way. Artest, facilitator with the triangle offense. Kobe obviously got the ball in his hands a lot. No surprise. Field goal percentage, Shannon Brown's is high. Wonder why? We'll ignore that. That's okay. Odom, high basketball IQ. A lot of cuts to the basket. Ratliff and Powell obviously close to the basket. Artest, 43, and then Kobe, 39. Obviously, I would love to see Kobe get closer to 45%. So far, but he's getting better and just like to see improvement. Still early in the season. We're not even a quarter of the way through. 3-point percentage, we definitely need to see improvements here. This is a big deal. Artest, 40%. Gasol, 33, and he's second on the team. Huge problem. Lamar, 25.9%. He's got an 82. That's a surprise to some people, I'm sure, but he's an 82. He can hit it. He's going to keep shooting it too. Speaking of Artest, 80. Vucevic, or Vujic, sorry. Vucevic to Nikolai. 82, but only shooting 20.6%. Fisher shooting 20% in 83, but I can tell you he's been shooting better of late. Kobe, 17.3. That's definitely got to change. We got to get Kobe some easier shots. Too much work on his body having to attack the basket. Same with free throws. We need to see improvements here too. Sasha at 90%, cool with that. Fisher, 90% as well, cool with that. But the mainstays, the guys that are going to get a lot of the shots, don't like that. Kobe at 78, that's definitely not what you want from Kobe. You're looking at Kobe at least 85, 86. That's kind of what we're hoping for. That's got to be better. Artest, 77.8. I would like to get that to 80, but he's not a great one. We'll have to live with that. That's what it is. In terms of plus minus, Kobe the highest. Can't say I'm surprised by that. Pretty much the starting lineup, all high. If you look on the bench, everyone has a negative. Like to see that improve. Will it? Don't know, but we'll see going forward. Looking at team stats, let's take a look at where we're at in some point things. The points per game, we're second to last. Jazz, the only team behind us, 90.6. Oof. Points against, the best in the league, 91.6. I guess that's okay. We'll live with that. No complaints. Field goal percentage, near the bottom of the league. Don't like that. Do not like that at all. 3-point percentage, I already know we're last. So dead last at 20.1%. That has to improve. Free throw percentage for 24. Don't like that. 70.5. That has to be better. Work in progress. No Bynum to bring it down, even though Bynum wasn't a bad free throw shooter. Offensive rebound percentage, 21. Defensive rebound percentage, first. Shock. Assists per game, we're 6th in the league, so that's not bad. It shows that the ball is being moved around, or at the very least that the ball is being played off of someone that is scoring, thus they're getting open shots and hitting them. Steals per game, we're last at 4.6. Blocks per game, we're last at 3.3. I mean, if only Gasol and Ratliff are blocking shots, kind of hard to get up there. And turnovers, we're last in that, which is still very surprising to me because it just doesn't feel that way. Points off turnovers, we're actually 5th in the league, which again also surprised me because I really feel like for as much as we turn the ball over, we don't get a lot. I guess for being efficient with what we do. Points from the paint, number 1 by a sizable margin. I kind of like to see that number get down. We'll work on that. And then the bench, we're 3rd worst. That's really, other than Shannon Brown and Ratliff, no one is scoring. So we got to see if we can improve in that aspect as well. Will we? I don't know. We'll see. Opponent field goal percentage from 3. 8th best in the league at 31.7%. And then field goal percentage, 6th best at 43.3. We'll live with those. I mean, that's part of the reason why we are number 1 in terms of points allowed. Looking at the standings. All right, looking at the standings. Not really going to focus on the division here or a little bit further ahead. So we'll probably look at that later in the season. In the West, Dallas leads the way. You see they are very good at home, 9-2. The Thunder, really good on the road. Half game back. The Spurs, great everywhere. No surprise. 13-4. We need to work on being good at home, but we are in the 4th spot, 12-7. Clippers back. You got the Nuggets at 9-7. You got a dangerous young backcourt in Ellis and Curry. The Grindhouse. The Hornets with Chris Paul, Chandler, and Mr. West. And then some other teams kind of lurking. We'll see if any of these teams can try to make a run and make something happen. In the East, the Hawks. Kills me about the Hawks is like they have a good collection of talent you can run a system with until you get to the playoffs. You need superstars, and you really just have to rely on the system, and it doesn't get it done. Miami second. Oh, really? Wow. What a surprise. Look at this. Beating the hell out of people. 23.4 points a game. Point differential. My God. Derrick Rose and the Bulls, number 3. Celtics, number 4. Bobcats, 5. Dwight Howard and the Magic, 6. Pacers, 7. We haven't even seen Dwight Howard yet, so I know that will be coming up soon. And you got other teams at the bottom just trying to creep their way into the playoffs. Will they? We don't know. So we'll see. And lastly, we will look at injuries. So going in terms of how long they're out for. Big names, John Wall, out for a month and a half. That is going to hurt along with Blatch being out too. That's a post presence. That's just not good for them. They are out, not hurt, out. Y'all got hurt against us, so we'll see what he does. Corver being out, that's a big deal. That would be a nice guy to get, but he's going to still be out for a while. Just someone to get some points off the bench. Anything else major? David West out, as I was talking about the Hornets. DeMar DeRozan hurt. Young. Brandon Roy hurt. Man, it sucks to see you two is always injured. And then the backcourt for the Hawks out. Crawford out. Jordan Crawford, Jamal Crawford. If your name's Crawford, it's not a good day to be an Atlanta Hawk, that's for sure. So we're approaching the quarter point of the season, and we're working our way towards the midway point. How long will it take for us to get there? I don't know, but my hope is that the Lakers will be slightly moved up in the playoff picture. If so, I'm going to feel really good about it. With that said, thanks for watching. See you next time with some action. Looking forward to getting back on the court with these Lakers.